Hard to believe, but we spring forward this weekend with daylight saving time. But what does losing an hour of sleep do to our bodies? Joining us now to share how you can prepare now is Dr. Cummings from ECMC. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Talk about what daylight saving time does when we spring forward. What does that do to our bodies?
Yeah, so it's not just that we're losing an hour of sleep. We're actually losing early exposure to sunlight or daylight, and that's the most important thing for our circadian rhythms, our body staying in balance. So when we push those clocks forward, we don't get that exposure to light at the same time. And for many people, you may be tired for a day or two, maybe a little irritable. But for some people, that lasts actually considerably longer, particularly if you're someone at risk. Those would be people with a history of depression or bipolar disorder, or actually teens and adolescents in general.
Yeah, I was asking you if people do get moody around this time.
Yeah, most people, not most people, many people will have transient irritability, emotionality, fatigue, lack of concentration, and that may last a day or two. Some people may go into a weekend. For some people, though, it can go much longer, and those are the folks who really need to reach out to their healthcare professional and really plan for the clock changes.
Doctor, how can this affect people who are those early risers that are usually up while the sun is rising, and now it's going to be pushed back a little bit further?
Well, we would always recommend having exposure to bright light when you get up. That's what tells your body to wake up. People who have seasonal affective disorder, for instance, we often have them get those bright lamps that are alternative to daylight. So it really can affect your rhythm a lot. And what you need to do to make up for that is not to sleep an extra hour, is really try and go to bed maybe 20, 30 minutes earlier and reduce your exposure to light at night. And what that really means is screen time. So turning those phones or iPads off an hour earlier than you would. And for most people, that'd be enough to help them adjust.
This was going to lead into my next question, which is what can people do to prepare for Sunday?
Yeah, so again, plan on getting up the same time. Try and get exposure to bright light when you get up, which is not always easy. The bright light therapy lamps used to be super expensive. They're very obtainable online now for $30, $40. You're always looking for something that has 10,000 lumens in it. That's the number that you'd be looking for a lamp. And try and just get to bed a little bit earlier, turn the screens off a little bit earlier. And if you're someone who struggles year in and year out with mood changes around the seasons, be prepared to reach out for help if your irritability lasts more than a couple days.
Yeah, put the phone down, don't doom scroll as you head to bed. What other tips do you have for people?
It's maintaining your same rhythm, getting some exercise, keeping your same schedule, but really is that get up early. And of course, reaching out to your primary care doctor or mental health professional, or ECMC has a walk-in clinic for behavioral health if you have any concerns that you may be negatively affected, and being on the lookout for our loved ones, particularly our children.
What are some of those concerning signs that people should keep an eye on?
Well, a little bit of fatigue, irritability, lack of concentration, that can be expected. But when it starts to affect your daily living, your relationships with your parents or with your peers or at work, and that lasts more than a day or two, you really want to be taking a look at that.
Okay. Well, thank you again so much for joining us to talk about this. I can't believe we spring forward already.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course. And we'll post this information and all these tips up on our website at WIVB.com.